handles graduation for all CTC students worldwide. So I just wanted to talk to you today about applying for graduation. We are coming up on the deadline for the December graduation. And before I take you to how to get through the form, and um, I just want to tell you, share my screen with you for a minute. I want to tell you what the graduation requirements are briefly, and then I will give you a contact number and email following that, and then we'll go to the form itself. Oh, where is it? Sorry.
It's
There.
there.
Okay. So in order to graduate from CTC, you must apply for graduation by the deadline date. It
Hey,
doesn't
Melanie, I'm
matter.
sorry to interrupt, but your screen went gray, so you might want to retry it again because all we're seeing is a gray block.
So stop sharing.
Your form was there for a second and then it went to gray. So it
Do
might
you
just be
have
my computer.
something
There.
up? Yeah.
Try again.
Did you have the same issue, Marcella?
Yeah, you just need to make sure that you're clicked on whatever you're trying to share.
Okay.
So try it again.
There we go.
Okay. So starting again, to graduate from CTC, you must apply for graduation by the deadline date. It does not matter if you are working on a certificate or or both the associate and the certificate. We need to have an application on file for you. We do need a separate application for each certificate, each degree that you will be applying for. You must successfully complete all courses required in the major program of study. You must earn a C or better for any major or major related courses in the program of study. For example, if you are a business major, then your business classes must be C or higher. I cannot use any D grades for that. If you are a heating and air person, air conditioning type person, C or above. The next, you have to complete at least 25% of the degree or the certificate with CTC. This is to fulfill residency requirements, and you can take classes in the traditional classroom, or you can also take them online with CTC. Now, at the time of the review, I do check for 2 different GPAs. The first one, you have to have at least a 2.0 on a 4-point scale for on all your CTC coursework, whether those classes are being used to meet that specific degree or not. I have to look at all your CTC classes. The next GPA that I look at is is if you have any transfer credit that was applied to the degree. Let's say you take English class with Temple and you got a B, then I've got to calculate that GPA in as well, and it has to be at least a 2.0 or above. Meet any state or institutional licensure and other agency rules as applicable. And if TSI obligated student seeking an associate degree or a certificate level 2 does have TSI requirements. So there has to be something on file, whether it's been waived, you've tested, or you've been exempt for reading, writing, and math. If you have any additional questions regarding this at any time during this presentation, you can contact the graduation office at 254-526-1592. Or if it's easier for you to email us, graduation.info@ctcd.edu. Okay, so the next step I'm going to show you is how to get to the form. So you go onto the CTC website, and under student tools, sorry.
You gotta wait for that moving bar to get, there you go. Now you should be able to go.
Okay.
Now you gotta wait for that bar to get to the left, that moving thing across there. Now you should be able to go. Go for it.
Uh-uh. So usually the easiest way is to go under student tools and get to the student forms. There we go. Oh, I must be logged in. I'm sorry. Try this again. Okay. You want, this is their eTreat page. Um, it's not showing right for whatever reason, but you want to get to this page and log in here. It If you have already logged into this before, it's going to be your CTC ID number and then whatever password you've set up. If you have never logged into this, follow the first time user login instructions, and that will get you in touch with our IT department, and they will set you up with a login for that. If you're still having issues, you can also sign in with your Google Mail or your Hotmail. And so you can try those methods as well. If you still have problems at that point, go ahead, contact the office, and um, we will get the application to you differently. Let me just log in right quick.
Don't log in, don't log in, don't log in, don't log in.
Oh,
Go off screen, stop sharing your screen, then log in,
okay,
and then come back to it.
okay.
We don't need your ID number out there for the world to see.
That is true.
So while
Okay.
she's doing that, I'm gonna share a little bit of my screen real quick. And we're gonna get you, well, I guess I'm not going to because my, hang on a second. I am gonna get to the home page and I'm gonna show them where the graduation page is while
Yeah,
you're
I don't know
doing
what
that real
happened.
quick. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I'm just gonna show this real quick on mine if we can, just give me a second here. There we go. Under students, and that bar there's kind of like again, graduation. And here's the graduation page and everything that Nellie and Debbie are discussing with you. There's the contact information, the review process, and so forth. There's everything that you will need to know that they will talk about here shortly. So I'm going to stop sharing now, Nellie, if you're ready with
Yeah.
yours. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So I have logged into eForms as a student. Come into the forms area, and the quickest way is to go up into the search box and just type application or app, and you should see graduation for application for degree or certificate. That's the form that you want to use. Okay. So your CTC ID number and your last name, that should automatically fill in for you. Your email address, you can use your Eagle Mail or you can use a personal one, but you want to put the email address that you check most often. During the review process, we will send some information, anything regarding the ceremony, we will send to the email address that you put on this application, and then a good phone number for you in the event that we have to call you. This will be for the December graduation. So you just place a check on next to the December graduation. The official submission deadline is October 1st. That is just a couple days away. If for whatever reason you missed that, go ahead and contact us so we can see what we can do for you. And then you select your type of degree or certificate, um, and then you list your major program of study. If you are doing multiple degrees or certificates, we will need a separate application for each one. Please do not put to, let's say you were working on your general studies and interdisciplinary, don't put both of them in there. Um, we're only going to choose the one. So be sure you submit a second application for that degree certificate. I expect to complete requirements by, you can put the last day of the class, or you can even put the a December date at that point. Just if you're not 100% sure when your classes are over with. This area right here, um, the first, middle, and last name, it's how you type in there how you want it to be on the diploma itself. It must be a legal name. It cannot be what a nickname or what you have your friends and family call you. It has to be your legal name. If you have accents or other symbols in your name, um, I think you might be able to put them in. If not, when we send you confirmation that we've received your email, you can always mention that in there. The second part of this block is we need your consent in order to have your name printed anywhere, essentially. And this is just limited to the graduation. If you're not comfortable having your name out there, this specifically is just a one-time consent for you to, us to let us publish your name for the program, to put it up on any news announcements on CTC website. We do have a professional photography company there, and so they would have to be able to contact you. If you put no, then your name is going to be taken off of everything, and you won't see your name. Um,
And that's very important. Let me just add, because a lot of times we have parents call us, why was my child's name not listed in the graduates in the newspaper? Why was my child's name not listed here? That's because you clicked no and did not want to be recognized as such. So that's a very important thing. So for all you graduates, if you absolutely do not want to be recognized that way in the paper or so forth, and that's cool with your parents, then click the no. But if you want to see your name in print and you want to be recognized that way, click the yes. Okay. So that way your parents will understand why you are there or not there.
yeah. The next area is your mailing address. Self-explanatory. If the first part is just we will, if you are still in class during the time of the review, we will mail out a status letter, and so we'll use the address on file. And when at towards the end, if you have completed all the requirements and we're ready to mail out the diploma, then that's what this block here is. If it's the same as your current mailing address, just hit the check mark and you'll be fine. If it's different, go ahead and enter that address. And just to reassure you, before we even mail out diploma, when we send you your confirmation that you've been cleared, we will ask you to verify your mailing address one last time before we ship it out. Um, in this area here, if you currently attended Texas locations, choose where you're at. If you're in other locations, and these are usually out at the sites or some places overseas, you would just choose the location. Sometimes we do have returning students who have stopped attending CTC and they are applying for their degree for whatever reason, and that's where they fill out this block here. Same information. Before you hit submit, just make sure everything is filled out. Um, and then if you think everything is right, at any point you have questions, again, I can't stress it enough, contact the office and we will go over any questions you may have about the form itself. You hit submit. If you get a message that pops up here saying the form is not submittable, usually wherever there's missing information or something's not filled incorrectly, that box outside of that field will highlight as red. Um, so just be aware of that. If you have no problems, hit submit. It comes into our mailbox, and we will download it and receive it the next day. After we have done added you to our table, we're just going to send you a quick confirmation to say, hey, we've got your application for the December graduation. And then a second email will follow shortly thereafter with additional paperwork for you to look at. And we're going to ask you to verify some information. So there is a process. Um, Given the number of students that apply, it can be a long process. So just keep that in mind. But we want to make sure that all the requirements are met so that we can get you your degree, we can get you your diploma, and have, if this is the last time you will be with CTC, you have a last pleasant remaining experience with CTC. Let's see. I think, oh yeah. Um, We will also be putting this video again onto our Grab webpage. If you want to look at it again at that time, there's definitely contact information. I can stress it, stress it, stress it. Please give us a call or email us, and so we can answer any questions you may have. And that's pretty much it.
Nellie, can I reiterate that
Yes.
if you are applying for the December graduation, your classes must be complete by December 31st, not by the 1st of December. You don't have to wait to apply if you're in classes right now. As long as they will be done by December 31st, you can still be a December graduate, and it is necessary that you get your application in by the deadline date, which is 1 October. Another thing I just want to hit on very, very quickly is that if you have a change of address during the period of time that you're graduating, please email the graduation department and put that in writing. Even if you call, the individual that you talk to is going to say, that's really great, but you need to put that in writing. So send it to our email address and we can change that for you. And that's if you are leaving all of a sudden, or if you're leaving maybe right before Christmas or whatever. If you need to change the address on your um, application. The last thing I want to talk about is the forms that Nellie alluded to that we'd be sending after we get your application. One is a marching request form. Please, if you are even think for any reason that you want to participate in the December marching ceremony, return that form. If you do not, you will not receive any additional information on the ceremony that will be in December. That's the only way you get it, is by sending the form out. We will be having a ceremony in December. When we get specifics on that, we will be sending that information to everyone that has returned their marching request form.
We do know that the ceremony is scheduled for December 10th.
We do know December 10th. We do know that it's going to be in Killeen at the Civic Center. However, we are not aware yet of if there's going to be more than one ceremony, times, or anything like that. We will get that information to you just as soon as we get it.
And just as important for those who aren't aware, some people think, well, I'm not going to march in the ceremony, I'm not going to participate, so I'm not going to bother with applying for a graduation. Tell them how wrong that is.
That is so
That is
wrong. If
super
you
wrong.
don't fill it out, don't fill it out. You won't graduate. And Nellie's signature is the one you want. And if she doesn't know that you want, she can't sign.
I don't know you
Yeah, so the
exist as a
important thing
student.
is, yeah, the important thing is whether you plan to participate in the marching ceremony or not, you must apply for graduation. The only way to receive a conferred degree or certification is to apply for the graduation, to fill out that form that Nellie walked you through. So
Okay.
anyway, any questions, Mariceli, from Facebook? No, she doesn't have any. I don't have any here either. So just in summary, just kind of give us a Debbie or Nellie last minute a nugget of wisdom for the students. I guess the importance of applying and again where to find that form. So
your application. Fill that out. Your deadline date is October 1st. Keep that in mind if you want to be a December graduate. And graduation.info@ctcd.edu. Ask any question. The question you don't ask is what's going to mess you up for getting your diploma. So just email them or phone them 526-1592. Any question is welcome.
Great. Great. All right. Well, we certainly appreciate your time, Debbie and Nellie. Thank you so much for the helpful information. So students, again, regardless if you're going to March or not, you must apply. You can find the application through eForms. And again, your deadline is October 1st. That's this Friday. That's only a couple of days away. So make sure that you jump on that. So, and again, questions to the graduation office can be, you can call 254-526-1592 or email graduation.info@ctcd.edu. And either Nellie or Debbie will be more than happy to answer your questions and help you out. So, and let me remind everybody again, as Nellie said, this program will be available on YouTube later today. And so if there's anything that you need to review, if you joined us late or any questions at all, you can pull it up on YouTube and kind of review it and then take it from there. So, all right, again, Nellie, Debbie, thank you so much for joining us today. We certainly appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And hopefully this will get you some applications for those last second surge of applications for you. So,
Okay,
Oh,
thank
yay.
you.
all right, take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next CTC Live.